Okay, everyone, welcome to Fireside Stocks. It's July 27th, and we had a very interesting day. Last night, the futures gapped up incredible, but today we gave it all back. The only thing positive was oil had stayed down. It gapped down $5, and it stayed down a total of $7. That hopefully will bring the price of gasoline down, so that'll be a relief for everyone. So today I have the Dow Jones closing 262, up 262. However, on a on a good day, that's a good number, but we were up 600 and closed up 262. NASDAQ didn't do very well. NASDAQ gave back all its gains on the open. Right at 9:30, it sold off hard. And we ended up closing the day. It did come back, but we closed the day just down 43. The Russell up 18. Gold did $20 at one point. It was up $30 at one point. We closed at up 5. Ethereum did better, 78, and Bitcoin didn't get a good price to say what the close was. Since it trades 7 days a week, it's hard to determine where the close is on Friday. Are they counting Friday as the close, or are they counting Sunday as the open? I don't know. Well, I'll have to research that a bit more. So oil down 7, and last night the cat is not happy. So last night I mentioned that because the cryptos were gapping up, we would bring up some of the ETFs and some of the stocks related to crypto. So the only one I really know is Bitcoin Immersion, which is linked to Ethereum, and that had a $2.16 day. However, that stock is very volatile, and if you're not used to trading, stay away from that stock. Bitmine does have a 4-hour range breakout pattern forming. So if you're in it and you're underwater, we may have a break for you. It may continue to go on a run. But you have to watch the cryptos. Cryptos may be starting to bounce, maybe starting a run, but I don't really trade them, so I just like watching them. A new stock came up on my list. I spend a lot of time on TFNN and watching the Tiger's Den. So a gentleman by the name EKS and a couple of numbers, I can't remember them, mentioned International Paper. So when I pulled up on the list, we have a ABCD pattern completing. And a second one forming, and so the first one completed at 39, and we're looking to set up for a second one. However, we have earnings on that one coming up next week, so I will not be trading it until after earnings if I choose to trade it out at all. So if you have not heard, the chips, this stock I traded, it's the Roundhouse, the Round Hill Memory ETF DRAM. DRAM, the memory chips are struggling. So I have been watching this, and Micron, if you're in Micron, be careful at 816.25. That looks like it's going to have a breakdown to the downside. So let me pull up Micron. Yeah, Micron does not look good. So what did I write on DRAM? DRAM. Yeah, the memory chips. The memory chips may be having some issues, so keep your eyes out for that. One of our new subscribers has asked about a stock. It's called Dragonfly, and it is a, let me pull it up, it's a symbol is DPRO. It trades both on the Canadian side as DPRO and on the US side on the NASDAQ as DPRO. It is an equity, it's drone technology. So let's see, what do we have? What do we have here? Well, it's in the drone space, and drones have been exciting areas to look at. However, the downside of this, it's been in a downtrend for the entire year. Let's pull it up. It's been in a downtrend since May the 1st. However, looking at the chart, since I use Thinkorswim, so that's connected to Schwab. Schwab owns Thinkorswim, so it's on the U.S. market. I have two ABCD patterns, both completing at $4 on the U.S. side. So just let me do it at the U.S. side. I'll switch it over to Canadian. So we have two ABCD patterns completing at $4 even. That is our support level. So I also have a micro trend forming. So if we get a breakout, we'll be ready on that one. So if we switch over the Canadian side, let me pull up TradingView. TradingView will tell me the prices on the Canadian side. Let's see, pull up TradingView. I should have had this ready. I should have had that ready already. DPRO. DPRO. So I said support was $4 on the US side. That makes it, oh shoot, it still did the US side. Let me try this again. DPRO. It's not giving me, oh, futures stocks. Here it is. Here it is on the Canadian side. So now our support then becomes 566. So our support is 566. Now if it stops here and starts going up, we have a projection of 674, 685. That will make an ABC pattern to the upside. And while I was checking through some of my notes, I noticed we have a MACD signal on both the daily and the 4-hour chart. So we have some potential for this to go to the upside. Support is at the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days ago. Support is at the low on July the 17th. And we have 3 days up, we have 3 days down, and today's day one of the up. So we have harmonic, we have our harmonic pattern setting up. So let's get this going. Let's get this stock back up. Let's get this stock back up there and get some money coming in. So that's what we have tonight. I'm at 25 subscribers. Once we get to 50, we're going to do this live. So let's get there. So please like, comment, share, watch the 3 videos that are already up there. So So you stay as a subscriber, and let's grow this. Let's grow this community. And thank you for having oil down $7. All right.